We are live, I think.
That feels like it.
Yes,
Yeah, it
we
does.
are.
So, welcome everybody to another Saturday fun night with unconditional love to with these two awesome ladies. Dream Kate, Dream Detectives Kate, but now
I
she's
know. I shortened it.
oh, you did
Yeah,
it.
I shortened
Oh,
it.
so did I. And
Good
we
Of
have
course.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Valerie,
morning. Hi,
uh,
everybody.
like with Kate, she'll take you and describe all your dreams, whatever you had. She'll explain that. And Valerie, well, she opens up portals and then pushes you right through it.
Well,
Anyway, welcome
that's a good way to
everybody.
put it.
Yeah. Valerie, do you have some announcements to make about your brother? If you could
Oh,
tell a short story, and there's a GoFundMe for her brother who had an accident. So I'll let Valerie talk about it. And can somebody put her GoFundMe
Got it.
link in the chat
Yep.
so that people can help out?
Yep. Will
thank
do.
you so much, Ron, and thank you, Kate, for putting the link up for me. My brother Nick was in a motorcycle accident March 2nd. He was T-boned by a car that ran a stop sign that pushed his body and his motorcycle to the car in front of him, and he ended up being life flighted to Allegheny General Hospital in Pittsburgh and had two broken wrists, two broken arms, two broken legs, broken pelvis, a broken ankle. And he hasn't got out of the bed yet, but he's got a really good attitude and he's really working hard to get himself back together. He's had 7 surgeries altogether.
That's a lot.
Um, yeah, he's really, I mean, he's always been like a hard worker. He never ever sick, never takes off, never takes vacations, and he said his body is not meant to lay down. So that's what he told me today. So, but yeah, if anyone could help, anything would be great, is greatly appreciated. And if you have any questions, I certainly will answer them for you.
Mhm. So if you could put the link in the chat.
It's right there.
Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody would like to help Valerie's brother, everything, no matter the amount, it's not the amount, it's the intention behind it. Okay.
Mhm.
And that would help her brother because it's not easy. I mean, when you're stuck in a hospital and I mean, his body is broken in several places that you
Mm.
told me, right?
I guess I should explain what the GoFundMe's for.
Yeah.
It's to make he has a 2-story house with a basement. They don't even know when he'll be able to actually walk or even get in a wheelchair. So he's in a critical care rehab, um, to heal, to see how far he can get. And but we are anticipating him going home someday, but he will only be able to be on that first floor. And the threshold, the doorways will need to be widened for the wheelchair,
Yeah.
and a shower will need to be installed in his laundry room. Um, his roof does need done, and he was going to do that as soon as the weather got better. So he has the shingles, he has everything he needs for the roof. We just need to get somebody to install it. And as far as I know, that's what he needs now, but he's not there. So I didn't know what amount to put in, so I put in. I don't even know what I put up there, but
Mhm.
like I said, anything will help. I really
Does
appreciate
he
it.
need a shower that with the wheelchair that you can roll right in it and
That's
take it?
what, yeah, that's what I see in my head. I see this
Uh,
rolling
yeah.
because the laundry room can be made bigger, and the shower can be put in there, and he should be able to just roll in. I'm hoping.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
because
it.
it's not easy when when your life just like that in one snap of the finger changes from one to something else, you know. I mean, and then you get, you know, your life is completely, you
Turned
know,
upside
you have to,
down.
how do you get back to the where you were before is something else.
Yeah.
And to have your body broken in several pieces, I mean, that's, I mean, you break your leg, but
This is so much more. Yeah.
there's more than that right now.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, and he broke his pelvis was totally crushed on the right side, so he needed a hip replacement and a knee replacement on the right side. But they had to put him in this clamp. Like his pelvis was in a clamp for 2 weeks before they could even operate because they needed the swelling to go down. And from the sound of it and what he was explaining, it was, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
no,
It
of
did.
course.
It changed, yeah, it changed his whole life in a second.
Yeah.
And you know,
How old is he? He's not that old, eh?
He is 50. He's 57. 57.
you,
Oh,
you-
yeah.
if I could just share, because Valerie gives us updates, and from the beginning, Nick woke up with a smile,
Yeah,
knowing that there were people praying for him. He could feel the energy of the healing. He has blown away everyone that has come in contact with him, with his positive outlook, with his happy spirit, with his, his vitality of saying, I can get through this. And the number of things that are wrong or that were wrong on his arrival to that hospital were mind blowing. And the whole left side of his body, right side of his, like the whole right side was broken. I mean, it's just incredible how much this guy's gone through. And the attitude that he has is so beautiful. He is an inspiration. He's an inspiration to everyone that comes in contact with him. And he believes in the community, believes in the spirit to body correlation for the journey on the earth. And he left his house thinking he'd be returning, as he left. And who knows how long it's going to take before they'll actually let him return.
yeah,
But he's been an amazing inspiration for
yeah,
anybody that knows the story.
yeah.
And I just really hope that that it'll work out for you guys to be able to change the downstairs so that he can come home. He can be okay. Come home.
I do. I hope so too, because he does have a really good attitude. And there's a group of us that started praying for him immediately and sending our healing teams to him. And he woke up like within 2 days. And asking him how he is, and he's explaining to me. I'm saying that my group, my friends, and I are sending you healing, and he said, I can feel something going on inside, like deep down. Like he is so amazed at the spiritual community. He's always believed in it, but he worked a regular job his whole life and works, with his hands, and he's a hard worker, but he didn't he thought, my sister might be a little bit out there, but she's in the right place, her heart's he's like, he can't believe every day. Like there's something we talk about where, you know how it is, like something random. I think today it was, oh goodness, I forget what it was. The simplest little things, I'll bring up something and he'll say, oh, I saw the sun. Oh, Diana and I send him cards every morning. We pick a card for him. And this one was about the sun rising. He said, it's as I was watching it, the sun was rising. You can't make this up. And I mean, just how it is. Those little tiny things that you are getting the confirmation from spirit, that spirit's there with you, and you are guided, guarded, and protected. And you are so loved. We really are. And he's just been amazing. And the doctors are like, we don't know how you're doing that. We don't know how you're how you're the littlest things, because just sitting up, he just got to sit up this week. And but before that he was putting himself on the side, and they were like, you're not supposed to be able to do that because his whole pelvis was broken.
Yeah.
He was doing that before he even got the operation. And they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand how he was eating with his hands before his wrists were operated on.
I just want to say to my moderators, can you share that link that I showed there? Dream Detective Kate put it in the link. That's the GoFundMe for her brother Nick. Okay.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah, you're welcome back. I mean, we're here to help each other. So as much, as much as we can, because when a person is like that in that situation, I mean, it's pretty hard to go through that, plus heal, plus get back, to a normal life or something like that. You know what I mean?
But they tell him that he's not, ever going to be able to work because he worked on, he builds stuff, works on.
It's like me. He builds stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's left-handed, and it was his left wrist and arm were the worst than his right arm, which was weird because that's the side he was directly hit with the vehicle. But it's a long road. My mom will be out to pick.
But you said something that he feels everything, that the energy, the prayers for that is something, that proves that he is connected to the other side in way.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you have faith, that's what it does work. Never think it doesn't work. It does work. So I know
this is actually increasing.
I've done it for some. I've sent energy to other people, and then the next thing there's a change in their thing or whatever they're going through, and they told me about it too. They can feel it. So I mean, so I don't need to know how I do it. I just do it.
Right?
I think it goes with the intention.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Don't put your ego into it. Just put your intention, and if your intention comes from here, the heart, it works. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to say, hey, I said if she shows up, we're going to sing happy birthday.
Oh.
Her birthday was yesterday. She showed up.
Aw. Beautiful day. So are we really going to sing or we're not going to sing?
Wow, I'm going to try this thing. I don't know.
I'm going to try. I'm going to rely on Kate because I know Kate can sing a lot better. So I'm going to mouth the word.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, no. If I could sing
I don't know that one.
Yeah. Anyway, anything you like, you can start, Kate. Now.
Okay, we'll just do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I can't hear you guys. To you.
To you.
Happy birthday, dear Jay. Happy birthday to you and many more.
I got a candle. Happy birthday.
So give a big shout out to Jay. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girl.
Many blessings to you and
yes,
much love.
Yeah, and in so many ways, these energies are opening up, and even in tragic situations like what my brother went through, is going through.
Yeah.
He is connected. His faith is growing. I mean, it's not even that it's growing. It's there. And that's for all of us. We're all getting that uplift of faith and trust. Kate and I have been saying this to each other for a month. Trust. Trust.
Trust. Yeah, every time we turn around, it's like, trust. Are you trusting? Because if you're trusting, then you release it. It lets go of all the panic. It lets go of all the worry. It lets go of all the fear. And it goes into a place of heart that says, yeah, we can do this. We can get through this. But it just does keep coming up. Every time I turn around.
What's happening is that the energy is pushing up, raising the vibration.
Yeah.
Pushing us towards the fourth, fifth dimensions. Like we're releasing and getting out of it and going into this new energy, which raises whatever you need to raise.
And
even my fingers.
yeah, but don't you feel like I feel that the spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities, your intuition are really ramping up. They're really like we're remembering. I don't even like to say, "Oh, we're getting new gifts," because that's not true. We're remembering the gifts that we've always.
You're right. You're right on that. We do have
Mhm.
that all in our soul, all there. It's just that we're
Mhm.
waking up to it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. You're correct on that. Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. I
Mhm.
say that all the time. I think I say that more than anything. It's just so beautiful. But I mean, the words don't. There aren't words to explain how.
The words don't do justice
Right.
to that because it's beyond words. You can feel it in your heart. You can feel it in your body. You can feel it all over. But the words that don't do justice because we're not um, we're not used to explaining.
Yeah.
We're not used to.
Conversations about spirit are complicated, aren't they?
Ooh,
Yeah.
To try and make them make sense across the board. I
yeah.
think too, along with remembering that that in allowing the space for them to light up, in allowing for that new information to come in, that we've done a lot of the work to release what doesn't serve us
Yeah.
anymore, to
Mm.
make room so that stuff can come in, so the new can come in, has been a really important part that we've been listening to and paying
Yeah.
attention to.
Yeah.
So in releasing, we allow more room for spiritual
Mm,
growth to happen within our hearts. We have the intention that it's for the highest good. We share our gifts because that's what they are. They're gifts. And it acknowledges that it's something special that's meant to be shared. It's meant to be given. It's meant to be just laid at your feet. And that allowing takes the ego out and the gift to grow.
People
mhm.
don't realize that you are more powerful than you think you are, and you're like I see in the future we're like friggin' magicians.
Mhm,
These
mhm.
appear. I mean, it's already started now, but
Yeah.
it will be more noticeable in the coming maybe a couple of years, 4 years,
Couple
5 years,
years, yeah.
like
Couple
that,
years.
and it'd be evident, and you'll see people go, "Oh, Jesus! Look
Yeah,
what happened to me! Look what I did! I was thinking about that, and that appeared to me, or something.
yeah.
The manifesting, uh,
Yes.
it will really blow your mind.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
really is. It's
yeah.
really, and
And
like Kate
I
said,
just
we
want to
are.
say, Jr. asked me, Ron, send me some healing energy. So
Oh,
Oh,
I'm going to
JR,
send you
thank you
lots
for
of healing
posting me.
energy and love. Um, and practice self love.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. And what I'm sending you and what the others are sending you will help escalate or grow. But start by taking care of yourself and make sure you do that.
mhm.
That is so
Yeah,
important, Ron, right now. That is so important. It is about self love and acceptance and
yeah,
releasing what Kate was saying, releasing all that does no longer serves you.
right.
Right.
Because in order to remember more clearly of your skills and abilities and gifts and talents, you have to get rid of the junk that's blocking us, right?
Look at the comments we get. And Chris and says, "You guys rock."
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Oh, that's
Well,
so sweet.
we're not different than you guys in the chat. You know
Not
that
at all.
we're just okay. The veil is getting thinner and thinner, and you have that ability as we do. We have also, except we are able to communicate it, and maybe you're not at that point to be able to communicate, and that's why it's just a tiny hairs. You're almost there. I mean, you guys are not here for nothing. No, there's a
Mm-mm.
reason behind that. So, yeah.
No, we all have the ability. It comes down to trust
Yeah.
again. comes down to trust and faith and believe in yourself. But how do you believe in yourself? It's hard if you don't love yourself and accept yourself.
Yeah. You have to accept and love yourself first to
Mhm.
be able to have faith and trust the universe that is on your side.
Yeah.
That's because that is connected to the whole thing. And I just
Mhm.
wanted to say, my makeup is running. I thought the cake was
That's awesome.
running, but now the makeup.
I know. I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't run out of the room with my son. Kate. I was trying to leave it all on Kate.
Too cute. Oh my gosh.
And thank you. Look, JR is doing a great job with one of my moderators and trying to help you, Valerie, with your brother. And
Thank you so much, JR.
And putting the link in there for your GoFundMe. So these ladies are awesome. Give a big hand to all these two ladies that are up here. So I mean, sharing their knowledge, their gifts, and
Ron, you're awesome. Thank you for having us.
well,
Thank you for having
I
me.
enjoy you guys. I enjoy collaborating with you. I really do.
Yeah,
I'm having fun. I'm really having fun. Yeah.
the energy just feels so good when we're together.
Always.
Yeah.
It always
Oh my
feels
God. Hey, this is what I love about doing what I do. Ron, you said in Christy's channel, I would get an extension on my job. That came through this week for another month. Now just need that permanent.
Congratulations, Leslie. That's exciting.
Congratulations, Leslie.
So
That's exciting.
So Spirit was correct.
Mhm.
I mean, oh yeah, it came through me, but Spirit was correct. That's what I was feeling. So I'm glad you shared that. Thank you for sharing that.
Chris M has a question and says, "How much does ego play a part in all of this?"
Oh my!
You have to do the ego gets put to the ego actually works for the heart once you're in. Once
Yeah,
your heart
the timing, the
turns around.
The feeling, the timing. The ego is supposed to serve the heart and not
Right.
the opposite. Put it that way, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
The only way to do that again is to love and accept yourself.
Yeah, as you are.
In faith.
You need as you are, not as somebody else. As you are. Never copy anybody else. I'm telling you, it's not fatal, but it can give you lots of difficulties in life.
It'll slow up the process for sure. Yeah.
It does, yeah.
But your ego, see, we have it all backwards. We were taught that the ego was in charge and we just had to go, produce, go to work, make something happen. And those are all, the ego's there for a reason.
Yeah, it is. Well, you need your ego. You need your ego because you need to take care of your body. You need to take care of material things. Your ego is there for that to give you a certain sense of you. You're a human being after all. You're not just spirit. You're a human being also. Okay. And the other thing is to always follow your heart. That's the main
whole thing, right, Ron?
Yeah. But I used to try to protect my heart. That's what I was doing because I was afraid. Because I was in fear.
But you learned. You learned.
Yeah, I learned. Yeah, but because I know now that I have a radar when something. I need people. I can tell things. And whoops! I don't say nothing, but you know what I mean. But I don't want to, But I listen to that now instead of, I got to protect my heart. I got to do this. No. It's the more you're open, the more your radar is open too. It goes together anyway. Put it that way.
Yeah, because once your ego's working for your heart, you automatically implement boundaries, and you will know who can come in and who can't. Don't you think, guys?
I think it's an interesting discussion because I think that people have different associations with ego. For me, ego is the absence of God, is edging God out in one way of looking at the word ego. Okay. that there can be some arrogance in the ego, that there can be some, oh, this is all me. It's all about me. It's all, hey, over here, look at this, that ego in respect to spiritual work, then spiritual work is from the heart.
Yeah.
So ego goes to the back.
Yep.
You throw it back, you let it go.
Look
And
at this. Look at this. Ron, take percentage of the credit. Laughing out
yeah,
loud.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I'm here for. Yes.
Right.
I mean,
I think there's a humbleness that comes with it,
Yeah.
and that sometimes there can be a feeling of of when we are in the knowing place, which is a gentle, soft place, of inner knowing, that it's not an arrogant kind of knowing.
look what they
It's a
said. Be
soft
free says,
spiritual side. Yeah.
be
Wayne
free.
Dyer.
Be free said, Wayne Dyer says ego means edging out
Mhm.
God out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what Kate just said. Yeah. She was
Yeah.
just saying that.
Well,
So it's
I know what he means. I mean, the
interesting.
God that they presented you since you were young and put in your face and put in your face, and the God is this, God is love, and God is like punishing you because blah blah blah, all that stuff there. That part, yes, I'm talking about
Right.
that part.
Right.
But the energy of I don't call it God. The love energy is so pure that is in your soul and spirit already.
Right.
All you have to do is pick up let it go, let it come to you, let it flow, let it make you make you alive again.
And for me, I allow the spirit that I work with, the source that I work with, the angels and guides that I work with, to take center stage. I'm simply the voice of
Yeah.
what they are sharing. So this isn't about me saying, oh, this is what's going on. It's what we're hearing. It's what we're sensing. It's allowing that spiritual aspect that is connected to source, that is coming through heart, the heart is the filter. And that once that comes through, then there's a message, or then there's information that can come through. But I absolutely go to this place where sometimes I'm like, who said that? because that's how it feels. Like there is a group effort around me, around what's going on, that uplifts and supports the heart, that uplifts the joy and the love that's available. And that's where I come from. And so when I see people that are coming from a place like, I did this and I did that, I kind of tend to back off a little bit because I'm not really sure where that's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Yeah,
you should be proud of what you do and be proud of yourself. I'm not putting that aside, because you should be, because that's part of loving yourself. That's part of taking care of yourself. Okay.
Yes.
But there's too many people out there, the ego, power, money, and blah, 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 and stepping on everybody without consideration. That's what I don't like. That's the part it gives me the
well, we can all see that, like Rick, we can see that in the world, in the external world, in politics, and on the news, and all. That's why we're here hanging out with each other, because that doesn't resonate with us. It doesn't resonate to hear that. But like what Kate was saying, especially when we read together, or when I read with anybody, I don't even know what I say until later. I don't even know. I mean,
don't remember.
It comes out, and it's not me. I just am the voice. I am getting the guidance.
I just want to say, JR, I got your question up there. It's in the queue. So, because people are asking questions. Hey, we didn't even answer a question. We just because I mean, this is very. I'm really interested in that stuff. I like talking about this stuff.
Well, we all need to know how to do it, right? We need to know how to put that ego aside and just come from the heart. Because if you just let the heart if you let the heart drive, you can't go wrong.
That's right.
But we always want to question, oh, is that right? Or is it, oh, I don't know. We have doubt and confusion. And then we are lost. And we're standing there wondering why. When if we would have just went with the hearts. And the
And
hearts,
even people talking about egos. What's an ego? An ego is something like, "Oh, I'm right. You're wrong." No, no, no. That thing can creates conflict right there off the bat.
mm-hmm,
Because even if you were right, there's no winners in it.
no.
And we were talking earlier too, because today is April Fool's Day,
Yeah.
and how in the tarot deck, the Fool card, he's off on his journey. He's got his little belongings over his shoulder. He's taking that first step of faith, right?
Yeah.
It's that first. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what direction the path is going to take. I don't know what's going to unfold in front of me, but I'm gonna go because I trust. And so it's really interesting that we're talking about all of this on April Fool's Day, where the Fool's card is actually expressing that first step, that first step in trust. So I just thought that was really interesting to have it on April Fool's Day. Not that we're going to pull any tricks on anybody. But
I have your question, Paula. Everybody's asking me. You got my question? Because I didn't read the people I have queued up there. I had.
Oh, Chris M is asking another question. How did you guys get family and loved ones to accept or respect your journey?
Oh,
that's a long road. That was a long road for me.
Well, okay. For me, there's a lot of my family don't know what I'm doing. Put it that way, because I chose not to tell them what I'm doing because I just know not to tell them. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I just don't. I do what I want. But I'm lucky. I'm lucky. Why I'm saying I'm lucky because I have a wife, which I've been married 32 years, and she gives me the freedom to be who I am and let me be who I am. I'm lucky. Just that. I'm grateful for that, because not all couples are like that. Well, they don't like what you're doing. But I talk to her like I talk to all of you here, and she goes, "Yeah, I know that." she's like an earth angel. Earth angel.
Yeah,
she is.
She is, and like John is the same way with Kate. Now I lost my relationship because this person didn't want me to be. He kept calling me religious, and I wasn't. I kept trying to say there's a difference between religion and spirituality, but he gets it now. But we're just friends now. But it is a lonely journey, Chris M. The thing is, though, that part of the journey is for you to connect to yourself, because once you connect to yourself and your heart, you're never lonely. I promise you're never lonely.
Right. And you know what? I come from a really big family. So I have a twin brother. I have older siblings. I'm the baby in the family. And just today, I sent an email back to my oldest sister in France because she loved a meditation that I had scripted. And I kind of felt like she was the only one outside my husband who really accepts what it is I'm doing right now. Because I'm retired, because I don't have a 9-to-5 job, because John and I are in a home that we're working on, and our lives have changed so tremendously that I had to accept that they have their stuff going on, and if they're ready to listen to it. And I also have to say that my oldest daughter also really, really supports this. So what I've discovered is that I know from my heart that when I don't do this, that when I, become isolated or become, lonely, or feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough, or, what if I do the wrong thing, or what if I say the wrong, when I go into that place of doubt, or that place of unknowing, that it can start to kind of spiral until until somebody like Val will call or text or
Mhm.
or where somebody, throws the lifeline in that says, "Hey, I know who you are in your core. I know I know your heart.
Mhm.
I know your heart."
How
And
rare is that?
well,
How rare is
yeah,
that
I
for
think it
someone
is
to
really
see
rare.
yeah, for someone to actually see you and accept you for who you are,
Yeah.
and I'm this may sound kind of standoffish, but I don't really associate with people who don't get me. Of course, I love everybody. I send out that love,
Yes.
but I was for years told I was not good enough. I was crazy. I was this. I was that, and until I freed myself and accepted and loved myself, did
Right.
I understand what that meant.
Yeah.
And my sons support me. I live with my sons. Do are they into this as much as I am? No, but I know that they'll have their journey. They're on their journey. But I
Mhm.
can be free and speak any way I
Yeah.
want. They support me doing lives. My mom supports me, but that wasn't always the case. That wasn't, I was always looked at as the strange one. And I just owned it. Honestly, I
Right.
just believed in
Yeah.
myself and I believed in spirit.
I
But
think
you have to understand that each person has to do their thing. We are not here
something.
to save somebody else. We're here to exchange, share, and guide as much as you're willing to be guided. And
Exactly.
you have to do the work yourself because we're not. Uh, my life. My life is my life. It's not somebody else's life. I don't control anybody else's life. I don't even control mine. But in fact, because I know about this because it's energy. It's pure
Right.
energy, and
Right.
whatever comes, I do what I have to do. Or
Yeah.
okay, there's ups and downs, and I go through it, and it's like being in the boat and going on the waves. But I know something about these two ladies that collab with me. They recognize me as my wife recognized me.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I
Yes.
had to say that. I had to share that because it's just
And,
in my.
and I feel the same about them. So, Chris, this is why I'm always with spiritual people. We have psychic practice. We do these group meetings. We do lives together. We do because that's where I want to be. That's where
Yeah.
my heart wants to be. That's where I'm happiest.
Mhm.
And I really don't give the rest of the outside world that much of my attention because it's designed, you put the news on, it's designed to put you in a state of doubt and confusion and fear. And, it's just a matter of where do you place your energy, your eyes, your ears, and ask yourself why.
Mhm.
Why, why would I go anywhere where my heart doesn't want to be or be around people?
And
Here-
besides that, it's guess what? I my That's my feeling. I don't know about you, Kate, because you have a couple, your relationship. Mine is helping me get along and growing, like
Mhm.
growing into that spiritual energy more and more because I'm doing this. It's helping her.
Well, and I feel like too that I'm a different person, that I'm more peaceful, that I'm more loving, that I'm more
Yeah.
easy to get along with when I am listening to my own truth,
Yes.
when I'm following what I'm hearing inside my heart. And sometimes it takes a while to actually even create a space where it can be quiet, where you can hear what's inside, what's going on inside your heart. So, um, it's all a process. There's no magic recipe to how it happens.
No.
The self love, the listening to your own truth, not someone else's truth, not
Yeah.
what everybody else wanted you to do or be or say or dress or any of those things. It's all about listening to what's inside your heart and being able to light that up and feel comfortable in that light, because that light is not like anybody else's in the world, and we all need to have that light shining and available for us to appreciate, to lift the energy, to know that that everything is going to be great, because when we're all lit up, it's a pretty good feeling.
Well, it's
Like this.
you know how it feels. It's like
Good.
take one
Yeah.
person, give him light a candle. You see one candle.
Mm,
1,000 persons and light each one a candle. Guess
so
what? The
beautiful.
whole friggin' world, the whole room will light up.
Yeah, it's
So,
beautiful.
so that's
Yeah.
why coming together is sharing our light
Mm.
helps the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it works. It really does.
Yeah.
And to find other people to collab, to share with what you have in your heart with another person that's in their heart is, I can't put words to that. I mean, I just feel it, but I can't put words to it. It's like it's like a rocket. Boom, it launches you
It
Right.
does. It does.
beyond your
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
it just does. Yeah.
And that's the last 2 years when, COVID pretty much,
Yeah.
we all had to go online, right? And this is how we all met each other and saw each other in the chats, and we were listening to this kind of stuff,
Yes.
or we were listening to the psychics who were helping us get through the political stuff, and it just grew and evolved. That's where I wanted to be and wanted to spend my time, and met people, met Kate, met Ron, all of you beautiful, every single one of you are beautiful, heart-centered beings. I mean, and
Yeah.
you come in every day and we all talk and we have these conversations. I'd rather be here than anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, it's better than Christmas party. It's better than
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, without I have to be with my wife a little bit of time to share with my wife. But I mean, what I'm saying is that this fulfills my purpose. Just
Yeah.
be collaborating with you guys and finding you online all over the world. I mean, I never thought it could happen, but I
No.
knew I had to do something, or I wanted to do something, but I didn't know how, or I didn't know how to express it. But I had to start loving myself first before that came about.
That's
Exactly.
right. Yeah. That's it.
And
And we're so glad that you did.
yes, I'm so glad all of us did. It was I would have never thought 4 years ago that I just didn't even know others like me existed to the extent that I felt spirit, and to see that over the worst thing that could excuse me, happen worldwide to us, to see the beauty. I mean, it was the best time of my life, and I hate to put it like that, but it really was. I found home. I didn't know
Mhm.
where that was before.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was kind of
Yeah.
as hanging out here, hoping
So
to meet
special,
somebody.
magical. Yeah.
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 I just enjoy talking about this stuff. It just
Oh,
Yeah, it really
Joanne.
does. Besides reading questions and for people, I know we have people who are so patient they're waiting for the question to be read. So uh, whew, maybe we
Okay.
we would start the questions. So
Yeah, sure.
Wendy, questions and they're about to be closed, but thank you for mentioning it. And I want to say a big thank you, big grateful thank you to all my moderators that share their time and are
Yeah.
here all this time and saying, welcoming everybody and saying hi, because it's important. It's like your home. You open the door and say hi, how are you, and things like that.
Mhm.
That's what it is. My channel is like that.
Yeah.
It's not. That's my home. That's
Yep.
the way I look at it. So anyway, thank you for all your work, and thank you to all my subscribers and your
Mm.
supporters, because it's needed for a channel to grow. And make sure there's one thing, make sure you all are subscribed, even if you were subscribed to me, because YouTube is playing games. I've lost well, I didn't lose them, but I guess put it this way, maybe 20 subscribers. I went down instead of going
Mm.
up because YouTube plays games and unsubscribes people, and then you have to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified. It happens, but I can't do nothing about that. So
Mhm.
Make sure you're subscribed. I want to say I have Dan Artist, Jr. Lori, Be Free. I don't want to screw up the name. Getin. Oh boy. Elisa, Paula, I have your question. Chris M, I have your question. Chris M, I had two questions. Andrea, she said, okay, we'll do this one first and then we'll do Diane because she says, no question. Can you send healing energy to my daughter? She's be keeping to herself and everyone.
How,
Your daughter's going through identity crisis right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she, Andrea? Teenagers, oh, they have the hardest time if she's a teenager.
Yeah. Well, sending you lots of healing love and light to you.
Absolutely.
She's
and
11.
your daughter because both.
She's
are
11.
She's 11.
That's yeah. That's identity crisis. Yeah, and there might be something going on.
Yeah.
In between their school or something.
Yeah.
With her relationships. I just
Can you-
wanted to put that out there.
Can you get her to someone to have like counseling with someone?
Yeah.
Because 11 is hard. That's a hard age.
It is.
It's only like 6th grade.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
she's
Joan, I got your question, Joan. You're the last one on the list.
She ran away from home on Valentine's Day.
Oh, Jesus.
I think something really frightened her that
Yeah.
she's afraid to tell anyone on.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's seen something or if she's sensing something or someone has done something.
Hey, I think there's something happened in school between something. That's what I think it is. Okay. I mean, I'm only just for entertainment purposes only, but that's my feeling. I'm just my feeling. Yeah, she has been hurt. False Theodore said that. So her feeling is like I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, there's something that went on in the school or that she
hurt her, frightened her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She even there's still bullies out there, today. So put it that way. So yeah.
Definitely try to find somebody that she relates to in counseling because especially with kids that age, they need it to be someone besides their parent. They need to be an outside person.
Yes. Outside person that knows what they're doing and okay. Don't because because you say you go see a psychiatrist doesn't mean even you got the certificate psychiatrist, they're not really psychiatrists. They don't know what the hell, excuse my language, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They never live your difficulty. They don't understand you. Who understands me, what I've been through, is other people have been through the same thing or similar to me. That's how you understand the language. It's like alcoholics understand alcoholics. Put it that way. Okay. Or drug addicts understand drug addicts. But the one that didn't do or have that experience has no clue. Put it that way. That's my opinion. But anyway, that's what I was faced with, and I had
something happened, Andrea. If she used to talk to you and now nothing, something happened right before Valentine's Day, and I'm not sure what. I'm getting. I don't want to say because she's so young, but she got scared. But I think, and also, she has a natal chart. I do everything with her.
Chris M said, Ron, EMO, you're spot on. Yeah.
In my opinion. IMO is in my opinion, Ron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm French and I'm Canadian.
That's okay. I still get teased for the one that fell on the floor laughing my ass off. I couldn't figure that one out for years. So people would just laugh at me.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
It's okay. It's all good. So I just I'm sensing that something has happened to frighten her. And it may even involve Andrea, something she's heard, something that, and it may even be
Look what
from
he said.
someone else.
Kristen said, "My buddies and I can only talk to each other when it comes to our experience in Iraq." That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You can't go see just anybody with your stuff because they
Right.
haven't been through it. They don't understand. You need, and these people support each other. They support each other because they understand each other and they accept each other where they're at.
right.
Okay, and that's important. That's
Yeah.
really important. That's what gives you the I can keep going in life. I can grab onto something. I can do something. Because if you don't have that support, you just feel like
Did you get
you don't want to be here.
Yeah.
No. Sorry for cutting you off there, but
That's okay. I was just going to finish up by saying the day before Valentine's Day, what went on at home? What went on? Who did she talk to? What was going on there? To see if there's some sort of insight as to what she might have misunderstood,
yeah.
or what something that might have caused her to not trust what's going on. Something happened, with her, and it could be a misunderstanding. It could be somebody else saying something. Because they're so sensitive and they're so young. Sometimes they don't have the life experience to process what it is that they've seen or what it is that they're sensing.
Or the words.
It's someone
They
that
even have the words. Right.
said something to her, and it hurt her personally, and she doesn't know how to um, communicate it,
Right.
and she's afraid to tell you about it.
Right.
So
I don't know what dilly gaff is, Leslie. now my curiosity is piqued. Can you spell that out for us? What dilly gaff? It's a laugh your ass. Anyway.
yeah,
Okay.
Lisa said someone broke into my locker around that age and stole my notes with personal notes of crush
Oh.
I had. That. I mean, that's your personal life. It just it hits home like deep.
Yeah, and when you're 11, you're raw. Your emotions.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Leslie wrote.
Oh,
Sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I spoiled that. But
No.
she did say that she's got her in counseling. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, we'll cross our
Hi,
fingers and
Esther G.
send her some good energy.
Yes.
All you could do is had the intention and supporting the love without really interfering in the process. I don't know how to say that. It's hard to do because it's you don't want your child to go through that stuff, and you're trying to protect them, and sometimes
That's right.
because you have to understand that before we came on earth as a human being, we had contracts, we had things that we signed up for, and experiences that we signed up for, whether you realize it or not. We all did that.
Right.
And then you wonder, what the hell why the hell did I choose this guy to do this stuff to me? Rah, 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 rah. And then later on you get more mature, and and then you realize, I signed a contract. Am I crazy? What the hell did I do that for? Well, but anyway,
Exactly.
when I learned that the first time, somebody told me you signed a contract with this person. I said, "You're crazy! I wouldn't sign a freaking contract with this person. This guy hurt me too much," and blah, 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 and go on and on and on. But that's keeps you in that friggin' energy when you do that, ramble and turn it around, and it's your story, and it touches you so personally that it belongs to you, and then all of a sudden you realize, Jesus, that was imposed on me. That's not my story. That's not my real me. That's something that was thrown at me.
And isn't it true though that all those seeming tragic events, like all that stuff that we excuse me, individually go through, you have to clear all that. And that sounds so easy. Like I'm saying it like, oh, just clear it all. It took me years, but that's how you uncover all
Right.
the layers, and that's how you get to love yourself. Because you can go through all your life experiences and not have any animosity or anger towards anyone. It's
Okay,
really
we better. Thank you, Dan Anders, for your patience. We've been at it almost. We've been
Yeah.
talking over an hour. But my question: my boyhood best friend became a hardcore right winger years ago. His parents were very progressive, but my friend Scott is an angry right winger. What the hell happened to him?
fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he caught on to fear, and he you know what I mean.
Someone to blame it on. He needed
Yeah,
to,
I mean,
There was a part of him that was drawn into the fact that it was okay to voice his anger and frustration,
hmm
to be able to, it was acceptable
mhm,
to suddenly just be, let it all out, to just scream and yell and rant and rave
hmm
and let it all out because somebody else was doing that, was showing that.
mhm.
Hi, Dan.
Yeah,
But it's that pulling in and a feeling of belonging based on fear, based on something that was um, the victim, that was the wounded, that was the unheard, that was the ones that didn't feel like they belonged. So it's really complicated, and I um, I really feel for you that the friendship, seems like, uh-oh, what do I do? Just continue to be his friend.
yeah.
Continue to love the heart that's inside that bonded you in the beginning, and don't worry about all that other stuff, because in the long run, all that other stuff will change from day to day, and it will go away. It will melt away. Your friendship has tremendous value, so remember the person that you befriended in the beginning, and maybe that's an off topic. You don't talk about those things when you guys are together, when you're communicating,
Mhm.
because we all need to feel that love and feel connected, feel supported, feel like we're all okay. And sometimes that can be really hard when there's other things at play that are pulling us into something that we may not realize until much later.
Yeah, see, Dan said we're no longer friends, sadly,
Oh,
and I didn't
I'm
think you were,
sorry.
Dan. And I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But sometimes people get extreme in their views, extreme, and they're angry, and
yeah,
they're
Frustrated.
violent, and they're voicing it, and how it's very hard to stay
Mm,
friends with somebody who is not facing their fears, not facing whatever it is that's triggering them underneath all of that other stuff.
right.
Something it has got him. Fear has
yeah.
gripped his soul
Well,
instead of trying to
uh,
work through that. He went and is angry.
that's what I
And
was talking about. Hanging on to your story. That's what he's doing.
yeah,
He's hanging on to this friggin' story, and he doesn't want to give in an inch here, an inch there, because he figures he's right. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Convicted. He in convicted. I mean, he's.
Has conviction.
hmm
Yeah, he said, no, I'm right, and there's nobody's gonna tell me otherwise, But
yeah, but yeah,
that's why this friggin' program turns and turns, and I had that for years till I understood I had to let it friggin' go, and it
yeah,
was so hard for me to do that. Somebody talked to me about being grateful, but mostly forgiveness. How the f do I forgive this? And actually, I had to do that, but not actually forgive that person. I was doing it for me and releasing it. When I did that, I just felt the weight off my shoulders like crazy. because I said, Jesus, that works. I didn't understand it before. It was
Yeah.
time to release it. I hung on to years. It made my life hell because I
Mhm.
was poisoned by it. Toxic.
Yeah.
and
No.
and and
Yeah.
then your friend has a choice, and he's made his, he's
Yeah.
obviously made his choice. If he hates gay people and trans and immigrants, I mean, that's a hard person to be around. My brother, unfortunately, not this brother, I was just talking about my other brother. I still love him, but he's so angry at
Yeah.
everybody, and he's turned into a right winger. And it, I tried for years to talk to him. Last few years,
Mhm.
he's
Right.
angry, and he won't admit why. He won't look at what he's so distraught about, because I think that type of anger and is childhood that goes back. It may even be a past lifetime thing,
Yes.
that you want to blame other people or hate other people because of the way they are. I mean, if they're, if they're not hurting anybody, but the right wingers are trying to hurt people in a lot
Mhm.
of instances, so that's where I draw the line. I'm not going, if you're that angry that you're going to commit violence or treason or anything else, uh, you need
But
to go figure that out internally. But they don't do that. They're just on the surface and just want to have
Right.
people that they can point at that they can hate, you
yeah,
know?
Right.
it
That's,
happens even in families, brothers,
yeah,
sisters between
happened
them.
in
I've
mine.
seen
Mhm.
heritage. What do you mean? Um, when you inherit something, one of them, and then the whole thing just goes wacky in a family because of that. And then the one gets la la and tries to pull, and I mean, I've seen the
Dan,
destruction between two people.
yeah,
Uh,
Right.
yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
that's what Dan was talking about in his last post. If you've tried, and
yeah,
every time he's killed it, and you have a right to be pissed at that point. I mean, I
yeah,
wouldn't
of course.
put a lot of that energy in there, but I understand why you're pissed.
Mhm.
But there's also, you got to come to that realization that unless he really comes and apologizes, or comes and at least compromises with you,
But that
it's
artist has a
different
beautiful.
there.
He has a beautiful energy, and he has the light.
Right.
He's himself a light worker. Put it that
Yeah,
Right.
way.
Right.
Okay.
And there may come a day where the friend realizes that that's
Yeah,
not where he
he'll get
wants to
there.
be anymore.
Yeah.
And the fact that you keep in touch with his mom, is really a beautiful thing. Stay true to who you are. If the relationship is not beneficial right now for both of you, then allow it some space and time.
Yeah.
And I can sense that you're a very loyal friend. And
Yes.
yeah,
that's a beautiful thing. It
yeah.
is. It's
And
Because
absolutely beautiful.
his
So,
friendship comes from the heart. It doesn't go
yeah,
there. It's not because this
mhm,
yeah,
guy can offer me this and that. So yeah.
that's right. We love the person, not the circumstances.
right,
So, and that can be really hard.
yeah, it
So,
is
hang
very.
in there and hope that things down the road become lighter and better. There's lots of energy for changing that coming up.
He says I call his mom every month. So
Yes.
so just
You're beautiful, Dan. You're being
Yeah.
a beautiful soul.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you're a beautiful soul, and just keep doing what you do, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
knowing, knowing that
Mhm.
one day he'll get there. He's got to get there. Everybody's going to get there anyway.
Yeah.
Whether he's not there now, he'll get there. I mean,
Right.
the whole world's in transformation right now.
They are.
No matter
Yeah.
who you are at the moment you are right now, not everybody's going to go, "Ooh, I see the light. I see the light. I see the light." But there's a lot, and not enough people will see the light that is changing the whole friggin' the whole thing. Humanity,
Yes.
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 So
Humanity is changing.
because
And that's beautiful.
we're coming to
Yes. Yeah.
that knowing, that understanding, that energy, and that we're transforming. Uh,
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
the
yeah,
astrology shows that the energy is changing too. Um, If anyone ever wants to have their chart done, I'd be glad to read your chart.
Yeah,
But
she did my chart and she painted me all over the place. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Oh,
we had fun.
Yeah.
But Dan, it's not a weakness to be loyal.
No, no, it's not a weakness. It's
You don't have the problem here.
no.
But I understand what you're saying. I have trusted the wrong people quite a
Yeah.
few times, and
Okay.
it's a hard lesson, and lifelong friends just like you, and
Mhm.
But I have to continue to trust and with who I resonate with, and even
Mhm.
that can
I've been betrayed too
and
before
down.
by
Yeah,
loyal friends that for years, and all of a sudden betrayal. It
yeah,
hit home like crazy. It hurt me.
yeah.
But you know what? I had to understand to let go. I don't control anybody's health. I can't do nothing for the other person except send love and support and be continue my journey. I can't stop my journey because the other one's not there, or
Right.
things are changing. But this was meant to be. For a certain time, you have a person in your life, and then each person has their own journey. Put it that way,
oh my God.
It's
And
hard to accept. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
It
it
is
was,
really hard. Hey,
and
Valerie, Chris M wants to have his chart done. Can I
oh,
put your email in the
yes,
chat?
Chris, yes, I
Love
would
you.
love.
See you.
Yeah,
11.
Mhm.
put your email in the chat, or one of my moderators.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Is
Yeah,
it love you? See you 11 at
Yes,
Gmail?
yes.
Okay.
WCU11 at Gmail. Um, I was gonna say to Dan, Dan, you're just such a sweetie. You're such a
yeah,
good
he
heart.
is. He is. Yeah,
And,
Yes.
and the betrayal is hard. Betrayal is hard, but you got to look at it like this: we're all on a path. We're here as spirit uh, informed, right? And we experience experiences, and we go through these lessons, and some of them can just rip your heart out, and you don't know why. You don't know why someone will do that to you,
yeah, yeah.
and
Right.
there's really no reason. But I try to look at it. At, I always look at everything from a spiritual point of view. We are just in a different space, but that's not going to change me. That's not going to change me. I'm not going to become bitter and angry and hateful because of other people's actions towards me.
Yeah.
Right.
And matter of fact, loving somebody or supporting somebody that's going through that is different than you is actually real love. I mean, real support
Mm.
and keeping your distance and letting that person live the experience he needs to live. It's like a respect for that person because he asked for that experience.
Experience. Yeah.
it,
Mhm.
it's hard to capture that in your
Yeah.
mind, but he asked for it, he signed for it, he wanted that. So if you respect that, it's like loving somebody and let them be free.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Put it that way.
Hmm.
As anyway, here I go again. The energy is strong tonight. Oh
You
boy.
know, yeah, it is very strong. So I just totally have huge hope
Yeah.
that Dan, your friend, will discover
Yes.
reality,
Yes.
and that he's going to need a friend like you that
Yes.
isn't going to judge him,
Yeah.
to come back and mend the relationship and be okay again. You don't have to go down the rabbit hole with him in the negativity. Stay in your positive place. And I think it's really beautiful that you have the loyalty to
Yeah.
step back and still, I know you're going to be there when he turns the
Of
corner.
course.
Mhm.
So I
Because you
just feel really strongly that he's going to turn this corner, and be really grateful that you're still there.
he understands light. He understands that
Mhm.
light language. He understands this energy. He knows. That's why it's like a couple young people who meet and they say, "Oh, I love you so much. I'm going to wait for you." Yeah, just that. And anyway, if it's in this life or not on the other side, that all disappears anyway, and boom, you're connected again. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
always connected, even
that's right.
because you think you're not, but you are. So
But yeah, on the soul level, we are all love, and we all live in harmony.
Right.
We just
Yeah.
come here to experience challenges, and not only challenges, we experience all the beauty of it too, right?
because pure unconditional love on the other side. When you go on the other side, you're honored uniquely for you, not because your friend or because somebody loves you or doesn't love you. On the other side, there's none of that. There's,
Thank goodness.
there's not a. I don't know how to. I'm talking about that, and I'm getting excited just talking about it because there's no. You're honored as you are uniquely. Everyone, and I mean honored and celebrated like beyond words. If you had just a couple of seconds a taste of that, you would go, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
Whew. I mean, and then tears would start in your eyes, would come down your eyes because you just tasted a couple of seconds of that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's that's coming up for that's what's waiting for all humanity. Besides when we go into transit.
Yeah, and we're ascending into that too.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
going to be overnight, but
No,
we can already feel the energies are getting uh, lighter and finer. Yes, there are people that are still giving us challenges, but
you know what? Time 1111, and we've been talking about this for an hour and 30 minutes. Guess what? One
There's
one
a
one one one.
theme.
Go.
There's a tonight's theme. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good.
Okay, I hope that we answered your question, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you for asking that question. I hope it helps you. I hope it gives a little bit of um, um,
insight.
Hmm.
yeah, and heals your heart a little bit because I mean, it's personal. It's personal
Hmm.
stuff that touches us. Yeah. So, can I get a reading for April, Jr.? I'm just going to say the names I have because people are waiting. Jr., Lori, Be Free, Gatina, Gatina. Jesus, I have trouble saying her name. I don't know how to say. Lisa, Paula, Chris N twice, Andrea. Okay, we did that. Lisa again, Joanne, and Rakon. Have your question. So those are the ones I had. Uh, I hope I said your name right. Anyway. So JR wants, can I get a reading for April? Hey, guess what? We are in April, and it's April Fools.
April Fools.
Which card would you want? You want the Fool card or the Fooling Around card?
Fooling around, no fooling around.
Don't
So
mind
cute.
me.
Ooh,
Jingles is around. Jingle bells.
Hmm. Well, I'll go first if you don't mind. Got a
sure.
Sure.
card for JR.
I'll put you in the
Um,
hot seat. I'll put you in the hot seat. So
yeah,
you
I
can.
hope you can see that.
There you go.
Let me go back a little bit. No, go back
Yeah.
forward.
No,
So you can't see it.
right
Not
there,
much.
right there. Change maker,
Change
make.
maker, eh? Change
Make
maker.
waves. Yeah, change maker, make waves. This is a really exciting card, JR, because it talks about stepping out and creating the wave that you want.
Yeah.
So if there is make waves, go ahead, splash, make noise, make waves. This is a time for you to um, express yourself in a way that you've been wanting to take
Mhm.
the action for something that you've been wanting to take to manifest. So it's really exciting. It would be nice to know if there was something um, that you're passionate about that you want to see unfold. So, or jump waves or wade in the ocean or get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Make some
Leslie,
waves.
Leslie, Leslie King says, laughing out loud, April Fool was yesterday.
Mhm.
No, it's today.
It's
I
Oh
got
my
today.
the
God.
same thing. I got the same thing for JR. Something you're in the middle of creating something new, and you're trying to get it to um, balance. And I think you're right there. Like you were working on tweaking it. the details. And I think you're right there, and it's the perfect time, like Kate
Yeah.
said. I mean, we're in Aries season. We got all this Aries energy, which is let's go, let's do it. We all been had a last couple of years, 2 to 3 years, to plan out
Mhm.
what our heart really wants to do. Where do we really want to be? And a lot of us are there. A lot of us are right there at the doorway going, "Oh, should I or shouldn't I?" But it's time. It's time to take that chance and go for it. I think you have everything lined up as best as you can, but we all want that, guarantee. But we're the guarantee once we instill an action, right? Once we create something, and it could just be anything. A little action
Mhm.
will open
Mhm.
big doors. And then I got divine truth for you. It is is to arise within you. Feel it radiating from you. So I think this is spirit connected also. This is your higher self and spirit, and you've been thinking about this thing that you've been wanting to manifest, and I think it's right there.
Yeah. It's like when you say you're right there, I feel like going, knock, knock, knock. Who's there? I'm there.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the truth is inside of you, JR. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I have a card too that I pick. I pick one card for April for you. It says it all too. You're about to discover uh, some good energy coming your way. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's really time because I believe that you've been working so much on on yourself and going through some stuff that something you planted the right seeds and it's growing. I had the 10 of cups.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, JR.
So
Let us
Party.
know. Let us know what you're
yeah.
creating.
So your
Yeah, that'd be
relationship,
fun.
everything is on target. Put it that way.
Hmm.
So that's what's coming up for the month of April. So take the time to go with the flow and enjoy. Enjoy your space, your life with others, and share. Uh, your light with others and love with others. So I hope that resonated for you.
Hmm.
Nice.
Um, Leslie King is in Australia. That's why she said April
Yesterday.
Fools was yesterday. That's so cute.
We love it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I do have your question, Leslie, in the queue. So the JR, thank you for your question and thank you for your moderating too. Um, Thank you for posting that link to GoFundMe for Valerie's
Yes,
brother.
thank you.
Yeah, for Nick.
And can you put the links to their channel in the chat? Valerie Illumination Portal, her link to her channel, and also Dream Kate. Did you change your name? Your channel name is it Dream Kate or Dream Detective Kate?
Dream Detective Kate. But
Okay.
I realized that if I keep putting it out there, that I need a taller chair.
Okay.
Because he was like, wait, I can't see. It's just a setup.
Okay, Lori says this job that I will start, will it be a good start?
Yeah.
I was going to say yes to right off. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be good, and it's where does that start, though, Lori? It starts inside of you. You
yeah,
decide it's gonna be a good start, and it's a good start. Does that make sense?
but also it's like, how can I put it? It's a good start, but it's also a stepping stone for you to grow.
Hmm.
I hope that makes sense to you. Like
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
Oh my goodness, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups. It couldn't be a better start than that.
yeah. I'm
Is
just
that
gonna
the
put you
new?
in the hot seat. You can show those
Yeah.
cards, Valerie. There you go. Put the cards
Yep.
up there.
So
Okay.
you got the Wheel of Fortune, which is starting something new. You're on a whole new part of the journey. And the Nine of Cups, which is the biggest wish. You know,
Mhm.
or make your biggest wish. Make it what you want it.
Mhm.
What you've always wanted a job to be to you. It's something that you're passionate about and that you really look forward to going to
Mhm.
and being part of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to Dozen Cats for me.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly's in the house. Kelly's in the house.
Kelly's in
Kelly's in the house. Anyway, thank you, Valerie.
Thank you.
So,
I got integrate your knowing.
Oh,
So this is about trusting that you know what you're doing,
yeah.
that you have the experience within you to go ahead and go forward with it. And then the other card I pulled was limitations inspire innovation. So not every roadblock is a roadblock. It's an opportunity to find a new solution. And you have everything that you need all inside. So it's about incorporating everything that you know, trusting that what you know is good and valuable, and moving forward with that and presenting that in your new exploration, your new job. That's exciting. Congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations on your new job. And
Yeah.
thank you, Kate. And guess what I got? I got nothing. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I don't know. I feel funny tonight. I feel like joking. I don't know. Anyway, I got the highest priest. Highest priest.
Yeah, you're knowing.
That person is. You got to scroll and just follow your creativity and develop it as you go along in your new job. It'll go good. Just so this is a positive card for you in that situation. Well, okay, where are we? Oh, I don't know. I can't even find myself anymore. Okay. I hope that resonated with you. Okay, be free. Do you see me moving before this summer? Thanks. This summer, I don't. It's gonna be.
Before this summer.
Mm, uh,
We'll be free move in the fall.
mm,
I'm getting up until the fall.
well, that's what I mean. I mean, this summer is a bit too. Hmm.
Let's see.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, folks. And don't forget to resubscribe if you unsubscribe. You never know with YouTube because they did the job on me. They took away 20 of my subscribers lately, and I don't know what happened to them. I think they're hiding in the bush somewhere. No, but make sure you still subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and bell to get notified because YouTube is really, yeah. I have your question, Rakon. It's up there.
Yeah.
I think we're working on it.
It's in the chat. It's in the queue. And excuse me, chat. I'm there chatting. I'm looking at the frig. Yeah. Doesn't catch says I lost 26 in 26 subscribers in 3 weeks. Friggin' YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Laurie says, thank you, Ron, Valerie, and Kate. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
So I have a card for Lori.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second there.
Okay.
I'm going to plug you in.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, move it in. So for Lori, the card that I drew is shift the way to new potential. So I would interpret that something else is going to come in and it's going to be better than moving this summer. Yeah, is something will come in. There'll be a shift that'll change your needing to know that it'll, something new will pop in whether that's for the fall or whether that's tomorrow. I think we just have to trust the energy that it's going to be good,
Yeah.
whatever time it is.
And that's for Be Free, not Lori, right? Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Sorry.
This
I mean,
is-
so sorry. That's right.
you are be free to move when you want to.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but
I think there's going to be a lot of different things that you are considering that you haven't
yes.
fully considered yet, and that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in this summer. But I think you're busy creating the perfect scenario you prefer to move into. So I don't
Mhm.
I don't think you're totally set on anything yet. And plus we have the universe. We play with the universe, right? And the universe is, I don't know, did you put your order in with the universe? Maybe that's the first question I should ask. Because that's what we have to do first and foremost. Always put your order in detail to the universe. That's our intentions, right? So that's what I have.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna put myself in the hot seat. I said it won't. I don't. I still say the same thing. It won't be this summer. It'll be. I guess I agree. It will be later on, because I believe you have some unfinished ends to tie up or something like that. And I do have a
Oh.
positive card, which is the Ace of Wands.
Yes.
So it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that hang on to that new growth, and everything will open up the way you want to. So, I guess. So. Ron, a person is asking a question. Yeah, no. You could put a couple more questions in there if you have a chance. We'll try to get to them, but I don't want to be here past midnight. Please, because we're already here an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope that answered your question. Be free, and I'm sending you lots of support and help anyway. There's
Awesome.
I get a feeling there's things that need to be cleared up. Okay. It's like okay. So I hope that resonated with you.
Thank you, Froxy.
Mhm.
And Be Free. Yeah, good. You have it all put out to the universe. That's all
Yeah.
you have to do.
Yeah,
And
that's
keep working it.
that's the only way. It's definitely put out in the universe. Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. But like I said, you got a positive card. Like got the Ace of
Yeah.
Wands, which is really good card to get. So the answer is yes, but maybe not when you're what you want, like by the summer or something. So anyway, okay. Let me see where I'm at. Next question we have. How do you say her name? Because sometimes I have a problem. Katina? Katina?
Gathina.
Katina.
Gathina.
Sorry about that.
With a TH. Gathina.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, message from my ancestors and spiritual guides.
Hmm.
Gathina.
I don't know why I got Navajo. Navajo is that a some kind of tribe?
Mm-hmm.
It is, eh?
Yeah. American Indian tribe.
That's the first thing that came to my mind for some reason.
Okay. I'm ready if unless you ready, Kate? Would you
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug you in. There you go.
Kate, you want
Yeah.
me to go
No,
ahead?
you go ahead, Valerie.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Gathina, I got from the spirit deck from Sage Goddess self care. The greatest gift you can offer those you love is the gift of your own well being and a balanced and open heart. Take some unaccounted for time to do what brings you unfettered joy. Indulge in the activities and experiences that feel most yummy to you.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay,
allow
I love
yourself
it.
to enjoy every moment on every level. When you feel happy, whole, and complete, you create an energetic ripple that is felt in the hearts of those you love and hold dear. Today, give yourself the gift of your love. It will be a gift for everyone. Wow,
Hmm.
that's good for all of us.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
nice. Great.
That's
Um,
awesome. And it actually is almost the same as what I pulled too.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow,
cool.
Yeah.
you guys are in sync tonight.
We're insane. So this is bliss is worth creating from, no, for, no, from.
Ah,
So creating from bliss. I don't know. Can you read that? It's a pretty card though.
oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah.
And the essential meaning is in be in flow with the universe, joy, passionately creating, being on purpose, creating from your heart, finding the things that make your heart sing, manifesting more bliss by calling it into your life now.
Mm,
So that's an awesome, inspiring message for all of us to follow our
mhm,
hearts, to do what makes our heart sing, to
mm,
actively pursue the joy. Joy is a choice.
mm,
So choose joy, choose your bliss. And initially, they showed me someone sitting over a table and writing, at a desk, madly writing, and then crumpling up the paper and throwing it into the garbage can, and then writing some more, and then crumpling it up and throwing it into the garbage can. Sometimes, in order for that creative flow to continue, you have to step away from the project, move around, change the energy, put on a song, do something else, do a little dance, and then
mm,
come back to it once you feel restored, because you can't push bliss. You can only receive bliss and have it flow out of you again. So
mm.
that was the imagery that I got. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Hmm.
have fun with it. Remember to choose joy.
Yeah.
Mm,
And
mm,
don't forget, joy is a vibration also.
yeah.
It's a
Oh,
same
yeah.
vibration.
Yes, it is.
um, Thank you, Kate. Let me see where I'm
Beautiful.
at.
So
Yeah. So
Mm,
I don't know why I had Navajo. It's a tribe, a native tribe, American native tribe. You said, well,
mhm.
okay. Yeah, well, you said that. Okay. So that's what I was getting. You wanted a message. Okay, the message. Hmm. You're going through a lot of stuff at that moment. At this moment,
mm,
you're going through a lot of stuff. It's like cleaning out your, getting rid of all the old stuff, getting rid of all the things you don't use and are not serving you anymore. You're going through that period right now. There's a total transformation. That's a death card. So
mm,
that you're totally transforming into the light being you were meant to be.
mm, mm,
Okay, I put it that way. And also, I got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like this guy's cutting away, cutting away, cutting away, getting the message, cutting away the the stuff because he knows that his direction is different that he was before, like letting go of stuff.
mm,
I also see you. I got the King of Cups. This guy, look at the insurance. He knows
Mhm.
what
mm,
what
mm,
the journey is about. He's going really. He's steady. He's standing up. He's secure. He knows what direction to take. He's solid. So You're going in the right direction. Just breathe. Keep on doing that. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay. So that's the cards I have for you.
Beautiful. Everybody's getting the new footing, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that resonates. Let me see. Now we have I don't know which one you want, Lisa, because you put two questions. Oh my God, I can understand the level of injuries with fracture. Yeah. Okay, that was about your Val's brother, right?
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. Okay. The question is coming up. It's there. It is. So she asked, "Am I to meet a romantic person for me?"
Oh.
You want to meet her?
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I see. I see a friendship first, another romantic outcome. Okay, more of a friendship first that could develop in later on, but has to go through a certain time or a certain development. Put it that way. So,
Mm-hmm.
so anybody's ready? Let me know.
Yes,
Sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, just give me a second there. I'll put Kate in the hot seat. There you go.
I'm gonna hide. Okay, so
Hi,
Lisa,
bye.
I pulled two cards for you. One says, "Fall in love with your own story."
Mm.
Okay, so when you have that self-love and that self-confidence, you're reflecting that out, and the laws of the universe say what you are putting out, you will attract. So the more that you can have the self-love, that you can feel the adventure, that you're living the adventure, the more likely that adventure is going to come back in. And that leads me to the card number 2, which is magic happens when you most expect it. Expect the magic. Look for the magic. Okay. And that, I think the two of them combined are just really lovely. And so I think there's a new chapter in store.
Yeah, there is.
And it sounds like it's going to be a good one. So keep us informed as to what's going on. But remember that the universe gives you what you're giving out. So if you want that wonderful new relationship, then there's an aspect of you that you can love as well to put out there into the universe. I hope that helps, Lisa.
I was going to
Sounds
say.
like fun.
I was going to say when you fall in love with yourself, somebody falls in love with you.
Yeah, that law of attraction. Yeah.
It is. It's everything. Falling in love with yourself because you have all the tools, and you're right at that. Again, you're another one that's right at that doorway, and you got to put yourself out in the right, the proper places that you would like to meet people at, and pursue the things that you love. Though it's more about you have the strength and the abilities and the everything inside of you to focus on you, and then do the things that you love. And something I see, something like a chance meeting at a group thing somewhere, or I see doors opening for you. And I think it's just like we all feel kind of rusty right now because a lot of us haven't been out and about, and mingling with people or going to like a book clubs or whatever, those types of things.
Hmm.
How do you
That's
get rusty? You become waterlogged first.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that rust off of us. I know, but you have all the tools. You do.
But
Hmm.
what you want in your life, what you really need and want in your life is for someone to value and accept you for who you are and not what they want you to be. Or put it that way,
Right.
That's
Right.
that's because we're tired of going. People are. I mean, I've been there, but going through some stuff all the time, not being with the right person, and all these. I think that thing, if you want it, if you want that life to be stopped, you gotta see it a different life. You gotta set your manifesting. It's like manifesting other things than getting the same old stuff come, repeating. Yeah, I don't want that in my life anymore. I wouldn't accept it anymore. I did
Right.
before.
Yeah.
Because why I tell you why I'd be accepted before, because I didn't know how to love myself, and I was running after love, and I want to be accepted, I want to be loved. That's then you pick the wrong person at the time, and you choose
Mhm.
anybody, and then
Hmm.
that's what you get. You
I
end up.
think I used to hear this all the time. It's when you stop looking that they show up.
Yeah,
And
Every
it's like, well, how do you stop looking when it's something that, makes you smile, and when, the longing is there. So, the other part was, try something new, do something new, go to a new grocery store, try an art class,
Yeah.
join a movie club, try something new where the unexpected can be expected, where you
Mhm.
can expect to have something new pop in.
Just go for a walk with one of your dogs, and all of a sudden, dog lovers will come to you. You never know.
You
Yeah.
never know.
That's
That's
true
one thing.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
There's just so many ways, but you want to go to a place where you meet like-minded people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes,
And
that's
I have
that's
a
a
card
good
for
thing.
you, and it's a positive card because it's a sun card.
Oh, nice.
Look at
Look at that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
That is
so a
awesome.
white horse, a red flag, sun. Way to go!
Oh, that's awesome.
Something right there. It's coming.
So thank you for your question. I don't know who wanted the question. Ask me a question. I think it was
Mm.
Mama
Chris,
Bear or something. Or
Your
Chris
mama.
M says how we become like furniture.
yeah,
LOL. It really, it's been
become
weird.
like furniture and we sit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we don't all end up in those chairs like in Wall-E.
I like a rocking chair, please.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
so
cool,
cute.
Val. Did you
Yeah,
did you read what Val wrote to you, Kate?
Oh, sorry, I was looking for the mama bear.
yeah.
The guy that was
Very
online.
last one. Yeah.
Well, Val,
Oh, wow, that's so cool, Val.
yeah.
Yeah.
The guy I met was online with each other for years, briefly chatted on and off. Then boom, I actually met him yesterday. Something clicked. Yeah, there you
Wow,
go.
That's
that's
how it's
wonderful.
going. Oh my goodness.
That well, you wouldn't
That's
believe
awesome.
you guys wouldn't believe where I met my wife in a moving van.
In a moving van?
Yeah.
Wow. Was
What,
she driving or were you driving?
she wasn't driving. Okay. I got to explain my story because okay, first of all, I had a bad well, it's an experience. Call it an experience. It drove me crazy. I had an ex-girlfriend that committed suicide. And
Mhm.
because she committed suicide, it really screwed my mind up. I didn't even go and get help or see a psychiatrist or anything. I was sick like for a while there. I really unbalanced, slept on the floor instead of sleeping. Anyway, it unbalanced me for quite a bit. And I didn't ever want to be in a relationship again because of that. It shocked the hell out of me and it scared the. I was in the fear mode and everything, but I didn't expect it. So I said, so I knew this guy that was a friend who um, uh, asked me to go with him to a certain place to help move this person. And me, I got a big heart. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, I'm going to go help. And I went with them. I got nothing to lose anyway. So I went there and I was moving her sister. I was in the van and she was there helping also. And she just looked at me and, ah, I don't know. So just like as if we actually, we didn't even talk. We just knew something. No, and it just like that, we knew it's like telepathically. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it. Then she
Mm-hmm.
turned around. She said, uh, after she said, I never saw anybody being devoted to help somebody else like you. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the way I am. I like to help people, and I
Mm-hmm.
100%, So she saw that, and she was she was attracted by that anyway. And then she asked me. She didn't have a partner to uh, go see her sister was getting married. She was moving, but she was getting married in the month of August. This was in the month of July. So she asked me if I wanted to join her to go see to have a partner to you know for and actually she was a dancing. She used to teach other people dancing and everything. I love dancing and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff there just came naturally anyway. So I went to the wedding and the sister wedding and a place I never knew, and I'm the guy that helped uh, uh, move put the stuff in the truck, a 16-foot truck, and I'm the one that could drive it because it was a stick shift, like
Wow.
gears and that and like that. And she was moving Lac Saint Jean, which is about 9 hours away drive.
Oh my God.
So I
Wow.
said, okay. She had nobody, and I had my license, so I knew how to drive that. And I'm the one that drove that and moved her all the way.
Wow.
And while my wife was working in a children's hospital, she was working in children's hospital. So that's how we met in the movie met. So
Wow.
we lived together for at least 10 years before, and then we got married. We've
Wow.
been together 32 years now. So that, it's like, geez, that much?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Wow.
didn't expect it. I really didn't. I wasn't even looking for it. I mean, I was scared out of my wits because of that. But there's something as I looked at her, I didn't feel insecure or threatened. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can
Mhm.
feel that energy. So
It's a
that,
soul. It's a soul thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you call it.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
a.
Yeah.
I
It,
never felt like that ever in any relationship,
yeah.
even the last one.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
never felt insecurities. I never felt, oh, maybe, or questioning. It's just that, oh, geez, I don't know what to do. All I can do is trust. The only thing came was trust. No, there was nothing telling me, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. No, nothing. It
Right.
was just like that, and it's been like that all ever since. So,
Yeah. So awesome.
oh,
Mm.
Froxy, there's another one. Look, Ron, that happened when I first met my
Mm-hmm.
hubby. Instant feeling like we know him all my life. I had the
Mm-hmm.
feeling I knew her before in
Mhm.
another life or something. I don't know. But like I said at first, when I first tonight, I said my wife is like an earth angel, and she is.
Mhm.
She really is. So,
Yeah.
so with all the drama, my ex committed suicide. I wasn't living with her, by the way, when she committed
Mhm.
suicide. But she had a little girl, 5 years old, that used to grab me by the neck like that, and
Mm.
I started dating her and everything. So I lost both of them at the same time because
Mm.
the little one, it really screwed my mind up. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
that was a hard one to go through.
Mhm.
really hard. So, and I didn't expect to be in a relationship. And I said, "Oh, the hell with it! If I'm meant to be all by myself the rest of my years, I accept that." Guess what? That's not what happened. It's the opposite.
Mhm.
So be
Always
free.
has other plans. Spirit always throws in something that so
Yeah,
unexpected that we
yeah,
would never ever be able to see it in those low
yeah.
moments.
So, for anybody that's looking for a relation out there, um, you know, listen to my story, and maybe, you know, it could happen to you. Somebody will show up, but I wasn't looking for it. It just happened, took just like that. You could happen to you. You could be like taking a walk with your dog, and bang, you'll meet somebody, and all of a sudden you say, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's how it happens." It really does happen like
Yeah.
that,
It does.
and that's the best way. The best way to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
because universe knows what you need exactly what you need, who you need, and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Paula, cards for this week, please. I have Chris
Mm.
there. I have Joanne, Rakon, and what was um, oh, Val. I started
Mm.
her because she made a comment a while ago. Okay, let me see. I'm just grateful that it did happen to me because it made me grow too. Because I was able to express my true self with her. She helped me be able to do that. With another person, I couldn't believe because some people they get possessive like crazy. I've been through that, like really jealous and
Mhm.
possessive. Like because I like to be with people. I like to communicate with people, and some people don't. They want to keep you for
Mhm.
themselves.
Mhm.
You get really tricky like that. So,
Mhm.
Mm. For Paula.
Mhm.
mm. Paula, Paula.
Hmm. Okay.
Are you ready, Kate? Or
Yeah.
go ahead.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second there. I'm gonna click on something.
Go, Valerie.
I didn't even know I would not.
Go, Valerie.
I'm
Go,
reading
Valerie.
the chat. I didn't even know I was there.
Okay. So I got two cards for Paula. The first one is overthinking can spoil the magic.
Mm.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Yeah.
if there's something that you're um, looking or investing into or thinking about doing for the week, don't overthink it. Just allow the flow of yes to
Yeah.
take over. Okay. Trust that your guides and angels are opening doors for you, that you are, you know, in a good place to do something with relaxation, with creativity, and try and get out of your head and back into your heart.
Mm.
And you'll have the best week ever because the
Mm.
adventure is waiting for you.
Mhm.
Sorry, I had to laugh because I was reading a comment. It is so
Oh,
funny. Uh, Lisa said, Lucy Mercier, if I use a dog and it barked at the guy, that's a great clue. Stay
clue.
away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Dogs know they do.
Yeah,
they do.
And
they know.
I
Okay.
got for I'm sorry, who were we reading?
Paula.
Paula,
Paula.
Paula.
Yeah, it's like you're wrestling in your mind with something. I got that really strong what Kate was saying.
Yeah.
And that you really gotta clear that out. And once you do, I
Mhm.
mean the whole the door opens. And I keep saying that today, but it's like we just have these last few things left in us from the last few years that need to be released. Let it go. Release it so you can move into your true path where
Right.
you and have faith. I got the have faith card for you. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So
Mhm.
listen to your guides, not the voice in your head that's causing trouble for you.
Yeah.
And that's
Hmm.
it. Mm. And it opens up.
There you go. Okay, I'll put myself in a hot seat then. Anyway, Paula, cards for this week. I got two cards for you. The first one was the cards are cups. Cups are about emotional state, emotional mind, emotional. Okay, um, I guess what it means is always listen to your gut somehow.
Mm,
Uh, Maybe that's the message coming through because I got cups, cups, and cups. Uh, the first one is a positive card because it's a nine of cups. This guy
Mhm.
he knows uh,
Mhm.
how. Okay, you know well enough yourself that not to be taken like or like misled or things about these things except you may be questioning too much overthinking. I think Kate, you said that overthinking or something like that. Did you say that?
Mhm. Yes.
Because that's what that when you
yeah.
said overthinking, look at this guy 7.
Right.
It doesn't know which one to choose. Like,
Right.
what cup do I take? What direction do I, you know, maybe just let the universe hug you and caress you and guide you all the way with unconditional love.
Yeah.
That's the way I could put it. So I hope
Mm,
that resonates with you.
Yeah.
Uh, and the universe is already supporting you. You just have to feel it, embrace it, and be grateful.
mm-hmm.
Right. Yes.
Gratitude. Yes.
Yeah.
Gratitude, everything.
Just a big week coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Mhm.
So I hope that, and I'm supporting you. By the way, you're always here to support me
Mhm.
and everything, and you're always with stay around like-minded people, and you know, like us.
Mhm.
So
Oh, did you see
Mm.
what Paula wrote? She's having two nerve blocks on Monday in
there you
her
go.
behind. We'll probably stop thinking about it after Monday. Oh, huh. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Yeah, after
Yeah.
that, things are gonna
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna.
change for
Yeah,
you.
Really shift. Yeah.
because when you go through that stuff,
Yeah. Um,
sometimes it
Mhm.
overwhelms a person, and they get into like
yeah.
a little bit of fear energy,
Yeah.
not sure energy, and all this stuff. So, you know, and my, what,
Yeah.
what?
Of course.
Yeah, but just know that have faith. The universe is on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without being
Right.
put that way. So,
That's
Yeah.
right.
yeah. And I want to say hi to Cat Mama Meow.
Meow.
Meow. How are you?
That's so sweet. That's so
There we go.
sweet.
Okay, Chris. I think we answered your question that more
Yeah.
that than others. Yes. Then he has another question. Uh, I I think we answered that one too. I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure. He says, "How much does ego play a
Mhm.
part in all of this?" It's your partner. Put it that way. It's a partnership with your spirit, your soul, and that's how much ego is involved. Okay.
Mhm.
Um. So, anything to add to that, you ladies?
I know we had a big conversation about that earlier.
Yeah, we did. Mhm.
Mhm.
Was there?
Yeah, we did. I think that was just that question was in the list.
Mhm.
What do you call it? But if you, Chris, if you have any other questions about the ego that you want to talk about, we can.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. He'll
Yeah,
get in touch with you.
because
I
I
think he
think
asked
we
you
covered
for.
that.
He's
Yeah.
the one that asked you for your
Yeah.
astrology chart. Chart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's saying we covered it.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Joanne. Do you know what to do with this kid? Very despicable. Don't want to help me
Disrespectful.
or yeah, disrespect.
How how
Uh,
old is this kid, Joanne?
I think he's in the teens.
Wow, that
I
explains
think.
it. um.
I could be wrong there. I don't know. Joanne, you still here? Please. I don't know. I hope so.
Hmm.
Yeah, my grandson. Ben is 16 years old. That's what I thought. I
Yeah,
was going to say 16, but I wasn't sure.
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
he just moved with you, if I remember correctly, Joanne,
yeah,
not too long ago, and he's, he's going through a lot. He had to go move in with you, and I can't remember the reasons why and everything from the last time, but he's probably not adjusted yet because this just occurred. I would say this is a few months ago. He was just moving in with you, uh, and you know, is he getting therapy or counseling for all he had went through? Is that they do act out at 16, and especially everything he's went through. I think he.
yeah. It takes a lot of patience
Yeah.
to go through that all that. But
So I pulled a card for Joanne, and it's fierce serenity.
Mm,
So I got the feeling that whatever it is that he's going through, he's actually feeding off of the reaction that
mm,
he is receiving by the negative behavior, that it allows him to keep doing it.
mm,
So let me just read what fierce serenity has for the essential meaning in this card. It says strength, a quiet force, determination, the energy of the pacifist, willpower, self control, a pure heart, emotional intelligence, a loving leadership, grounded calmness, infinite patience, a gentle soul, a peaceful warrior. So if you are showing him the way of a peaceful interaction, of by being the example of what it takes to love someone and remain strong and remain loving. The energy will shift because you have shifted the energy as well.
yeah.
And in respecting yourself and in showing him how to be respectful of others, you will be the calm energy and safety that maybe he's looking for. Maybe he is looking for that quiet space, the space that isn't confrontational, that isn't, it's hard to live around a house when you want them to pitch in and help out. And
yeah,
maybe he's just not capable of that right now
Mm,
for whatever reason.
mhm,
But when the approach changes to compassion and calm, you may find that he will respond in like, that he will become calm, and he will be more of a listener. And I hope that that's helpful. It's really hard to um, co-parent or to try and have some sort of routine established where that respect is given between generations. They are very different generational aspects to some of our younger ones coming in. And they are given special gifts that may find it difficult to understand within themselves. So it can be the kind of thing that with some patience and some understanding that he needs the calm and the quiet and the understanding and compassion that I know that you have because you've asked the question. So if you take care of you, you be the peace and the calm that you want in your home, and that will radiate out and shift the energy. It might take a little while, but remember the bottom line is that you love this child who is struggling. So your wisdom, your patience, your quiet calm may be the best thing to give him at this point.
Because he picked up issues from another
Yep.
situation before, and now she's the one taking care of him and things like that. So
Yeah.
And
right.
she said, yeah, that's in February. He doesn't want to go to therapy, and it's
Yeah.
affecting my health.
But isn't there? I was thinking about. Is there any associations maybe that he might be interested? Because usually kids at this age, some people are interested in sports or things like that, or depends on thing, or somebody. I
I
don't
can
know if
ask.
it's any good. I was thinking of Big Brothers,
Hmm.
a Big Brother association or something that somebody he could look up at that could you know take him out on some trips or like a Big Brother association. I don't know how to put these words, but somebody
But
that can give you a little bit of space to be able to
Yeah.
take care of yourself
Or
and
school
be
program, like get him into band or sports or drama.
something that he loves. You don't put him in something he hates. Put
Of
him,
course, yeah.
because I don't think that therapy. He doesn't want to go to therapy because he doesn't whatever he thinks he might not need it. But the, the association with sports and other things does have a therapy in it, whether he realizes or not. Like this loving, caring association with like Big Brothers or something like along those lines. I don't know how to put these words, but if you could find
Yeah.
somebody to help you out also, because you
There's
can't
al-
drain yourself because you'll have nothing left. Your battery will
right.
be
And
drained
there's
out. So,
always another way. There's
yeah,
always another way than giving into the frustration
yeah,
and letting your health take the hit.
yeah.
Because that's not an answer either. Oh,
mhm.
Lucy, I understand you. Wendy and Froxy, it was hard times once we were worn out. Husbands left for younger women. That's how it was back then, and it was. It was like that.
Hmm.
And so many, for so many.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But there is good men out there, just that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Now, yeah.
you know, I was a good guy and I was taken taken advantage of by not only men but I admire women. They took
Mhm.
advantage of
Oh,
me, and
totally.
that's not what they were looking for. They were looking for macho mans and everything like that. Somebody that's
Mm.
really, really popular, blah, blah, blah. And I tried to help them out and getting. I tried to help them out in their whatever their friggin' relationship. And guess what? I took it on my shoulder, and I'm the one that got banged up in that. And I said, "Jesus, I gotta stop helping people." My heart was in it, but the other one was just taking advantage.
Mhm.
Trying to dump her crap on me, or because he's doing this to me. These people were telling me what's going on in their friggin' relation, and I was trying to help, and I got whacked for it. So I
Oh.
don't put myself in those situations anymore. I wanted to help her, but then I'm the one that's, yeah.
Yep.
But there's women like that. Also, they try to help other people that have conflict in the relationships, and yeah, there's a third party trying to help, and
Mhm.
sometimes it can backfire on you. So, yeah, and
Yeah.
these people don't understand. And guess what? That person went back to the same person, started all over again. What the hell? I mean, I had to let it go anyway. So nothing to do with that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough for me for now.
It's all good.
Yeah. So Joanne, I hope that answered your question. And maybe look for. I believe she needs help though. She can't do it all by herself. You need a support outside of you. And uh, I don't know. There's possibly something that he can be attracted to besides therapy, like an
Mhm.
association or something like that.
Or even a mentor.
Yeah.
They have mentor programs too. If he
That-
discovered something that he really wanted to do, like spin records or be a DJ, or he could,
Anything like that. Yeah.
yeah, anything. Find out what is. It's hard when hormones are kicking in and life is challenging and nothing makes any sense, and for the ones that have a real strong sense of self, where they can be kind of um, demanding or difficult. The best thing that I remember with dealing with nephews and everything else was, this will pass. You make
Mhm.
sure that the bond stays strong. Make sure that they know that they're loved. And the part of this chapter in this person's life will pass. It will
Yeah.
change as his body becomes more normalized, as the doors and opportunities open up. It can feel like, oh my gosh, when is this ever going to get better? But stay true to the core, which is that you love this person, and that you want the best for them, and stay on that heart-centered place.
Yeah.
Create an environment where he feels peaceful, where he doesn't feel like the world is just caving in. Um, and it can feel that way simply by being that age. Simply by being, and you know what? She could even talk to the counselor at the school.
Cool. Yeah.
She can talk to different people in help groups and helplines, and there may be new answers coming in shortly for her.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
hope the best for you, Joanne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's always a solution to that. We can't do it all by ourselves. Sometimes you just can't. You need help from outside the box.
Right? Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's one thing. you,
yeah.
you just accept that you cannot do it all by yourself. You gotta because you're draining your battery. You're noticing some stuff, and maybe it's time to you know uh, ask for help for that.
Hmm.
I hope that helps. Anyway, much love to you. And okay, last question for the night. My question: do you see any financial crisis or problem coming to me, especially medical bills? Mm,
That's an interesting question.
yeah,
Mhm.
medical bills. Wow. Uh, Joanne says, "Thank you, Ron, Val, and Kate." Yeah, we're just trying to
You're
support.
so welcome.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're showing that. Yeah. Do you see any financial? I don't.
Hey, baby.
I heard a meow somewhere.
You did. You heard my whistlenator.
Oh,
Mhm.
She's fierce.
meow.
Hmm.
Sweet. I can answer back. Meow.
I just hope she doesn't jump on my keyboard. She likes to do that.
Oh, okay.
Financial crisis coming for.
Uh,
Yeah.
Huh.
I gotta know by the pendulum
Mm-hmm.
so far. Let me pull some cards.
How does the medical your in the States? How does it work?
Ugh,
We have a
tonight.
You don't
chart
want to
here.
know.
No, I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to get into that stuff because we have crazy stuff here too. So anyway,
Yeah, it's just
What is it, Nado? Come on, Nado. Yes.
financial.
Hello, my love.
because she said especially medical bills, so she's expecting something.
Huh. Hey, baby. So I pulled one card that made sense, and that was follow through. Follow through with the paper, follow through with the insurance company, follow through with authorizations, making sure that whatever's being prepared for you medically has had an approval before you actually do the procedure.
Mm.
Follow through with checking with your budget, with your, having the awareness and as much information as you can have, so that when whatever it is that you want to have done gets done, then you're prepared for that, and that it won't be a surprise or something that you can't deal with. Come on up if you're gonna.
Overwhelming. It's called prevention. It's like a prevention action
Yeah.
to take control of your.
Yeah, I think you're doing that, but I think it's you really feel trapped in it. It's in the red tape, and it's really eating at your mind. But I
Mhm.
think if you do what Kate suggested and made sure the best you can and line it up.
Mhm.
Well, and the other thing too is that hospitals and organizations often have a person in finance that can negotiate an amount if you go ahead and talk to them ahead of time.
Yeah.
I know that when my cousin had relatives that were from outside the country with no insurance, and they had a broken arm, and the hospital was saying, okay, we're going to want I forget what the amount was. I'm just going to throw something out, $5,000. And they went and talked to the financial people within the hospital, hi, honey, that it was suddenly 1,800. And they could, they felt like they could work with that with the family, because they knew that the person that was injured wasn't even from, whoa, stop that, Nado. Wasn't even, she's sitting on the keyboard. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
And that's what that even if you get a procedure done and the hospital sends you a bill, they can readjust it for you.
Yes.
Based on the circumstances. There's so many, and they will do that. I've known many people that have had that happen. So if it feels like it's too overwhelming, call or the place where you're getting the procedure done or the medical stuff done and see what they can do for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Don't.
Try to be well informed is the key. To be informed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even they'll do payment plans. They'll figure things out, because medical stuff is sometimes just the hardest maze to maneuver through.
Yes.
So, yeah. Oh, come here.
Oh, look at who we have in the chat. Psychic Dummy. Meow, all you crazy cool cats. Popping in to say hello and drop a big for Ron's channel. Thank you for being here. This is the Kate and Valerie and the ladies in the room.
Yeah. We love our kitties.
Yeah.
Even when they are too big to be sitting on the desk.
He knows where the keys are.
Yes. They always do. They know exactly where to sit.
Or jump onto.
Yeah.
They just sit
So,
right there. Okay.
Yep.
That's that.
Sometimes when
so
I'm playing solitaire with cards, she'll come up, jump onto the table, and lay down right over all the cards. It's like, no, Mom, you need to take care of me. I'm having a love 30 moment. What time is it? It's love 30.
And
I
you're
hope
not a known mom. Oh,
I
sorry.
hope that answered your question. Thank you for your question, and I hope it helps.
Yes.
I mean, I don't usually do medical questions because medical questions are. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer, so it's pretty hard to be when you're not.
Yeah.
So,
And
wow, what a night! Hey, what a night! So the energy was
Lots of really interesting questions and
yeah.
lots of sharing of light and love and
Mhm.
energy. That was amazing. What a sweet group in the chat all the
Yeah,
way through.
they're
Yeah.
all great.
Beautiful people.
I love my supporters. I love
Mhm.
my moderators and everybody that's here. It's it's nice to come together and share.
Absolutely.
Did we want to pick a card for the collective for the week?
Look at the psychic dummy. She says, "I'm not a dummy, Alex."
No, we
Hey,
knew that.
do you ever watch? If anybody wants to have a good
I
time,
was going to
go
say,
watch her
Christmas
video.
guy.
She has a channel, and she does. She's pretty good at it, with Alex there. So go watch it. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of laughs watching her do that. She's very good at it. So.
Mhm.
That's
She's got that
awesome.
little voice. She's got that little voice that just.
Have to see
Hmm.
check it out.
No, don't eat those. I'm using them.
Don't eat those.
She's
Those are
eating the cards. It's like,
oh,
listen,
I thought
it
she was eating the cookies.
Oh, I picked a good
No,
card for everybody,
no
the
cookie.
whole group. It's called Grace. Grace is your divine birthright. Grace is the gift of the divine to relieve you of suffering and bondage so that you can move fluidly and easily through all of life's chapters in peace. Let go of all struggles now and rest in grace. Focus your attention and your intention on the many ways in which you are loved and held by a benevolent creative force. Stop pushing the river. Let it flow through you in miraculous and mysterious ways. That's beautiful.
Yes, beautiful, Val.
Yeah, when you push the river, oh my, do you have to work hard?
Whoa.
To,
What are my dogs having a
a lot of
fit?
work. Yeah.
What happened,
Valerie,
baby?
Kate.
Sure. So the card that I drew is what's your honest
Oh,
truth
okay.
Oh,
That's where. Okay, I just wanted to put
for the
that up.
collective?
Back on. It says, "Mom is paralyzed," and she says, "I'm afraid of layoff." That's why her financial situation.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't
Remember too that fear will bring it in. So
Yeah.
go with courage. Be strong in your love for your mom. Be
Yeah.
strong in your love for your own journey. Okay, so that what you are putting out will come back as strength and as something that you are ready and prepared for. So
But don't forget you can ask for help. There are associations out there, uh, even to find um, you know. I mean, you're afraid of a layoff. Jeez, there's so many companies out there looking for people. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I get that you're not going to be laid off with the pendulum, and you are. I think we're all feeling this uh, pressure right now because, like we were talking about earlier, we're kind of like at that precipice where the doors are opening, and it is scary. It's scary to go
because
forward.
we don't know this
Go
energy.
forward in that grace and trust. Trust
We're not,
that
we're not used to
you're
that stuff, right? We're not used to it. We're used to like we know, okay, that works like that, that works like that. Now it's different. We don't
Yeah.
know. You know, we really don't know because it happens at moment to moment. Put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not used to living in the moment. We're listening
Yeah.
either the past or the future.
But the energy we emit
Yeah.
is it's immediate. So if you're like what Kate was saying, if you're emitting fear, that's going to bring fear to you. Try to
Yes.
go work through that fear inside of you and talk to your team, talk to your guides and your higher self and your angels, everybody, and and rest in the knowing that you're always cared for.
Yes.
I know it's hard to trust that, but it's what we're being asked to do right now, and that's why everything feels so uncertain. But as soon as you have that trust, everything changes for you.
Right. The card that I pulled is what's your honest truth?
Mm,
Okay. So the essential meaning is total authenticity and transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit, clear and compelling communication that comes from the heart,
mm,
finding the key to abundance by finding what is true and right for your soul.
mm,
For a self care message, it's a need to peel back the many layers of your own truth, holding on to masks for protection, a true divine into your heart with love and compassion, a need to pay closer attention to the shadow aspect of your story, areas where you may be denying your truest desires and your true essence.
mhm.
So it's so important to allow those messages that aren't true for you to just dissipate, you know,
Yes.
and understand that you're this radiant being, this wonderful, wonderful, magnificent, unique person on the planet. You
Yeah.
have everything that you need within you. So, what is from within, bring it out, allow it to come out, allow those layers of stuff that no longer serve you to disappear, to go away, to no longer have meaning. Don't hear those messages in your head that are not real, that are not true. So the truth is that we love each other, that we have each other, and that the more we connect with each other in our authentic selves, the more we allow each other to shine. So
And
that's the card for the week.
yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
And focus on the things you do want.
Right.
Write it down from your heart. You want to be able to care for your mom. You want to be able to whatever everybody's biggest wish and dream is. Dream that and only put your energy into that, into those things. Because when we give of it, when we give our energy to the lowest, the fears,
Mhm.
that's
That's what comes in.
we're in that spiral,
Yes.
right? And we're worried and we're stressed out and we're confused and in doubt. You want
It's like an
to,
invisible prison.
yeah,
Mhm. Oh, that's a good way to put it, Ron.
yeah.
Yes. Yep. Very nice.
And we're the only ones who can change that.
Yes.
We are the only ones who can say, okay, what is it I really want in my heart? Write it down, recite that every time those other thoughts come in. Say, no, I have this list. This is my list. This is what I
Mhm.
live for. This is what I'm here for. I'm not here to live in fear. And
Mhm.
fear is the old paradigm.
Paradigm. Yeah.
It's not. We can't. We can't create in fear.
No.
Yep.
And we're all like Kate and Ron said, we're all souls worthy of existing in a beautiful, harmonious atmosphere. Not this one that we've had to live for 50, 60 years where it was very stressful and fear filled. It's different now. And so these energies are inviting us in to say, what is it? What is your dream? What is it you really, really make you feel happy? And say it and live it and do it and know it's there for you.
I lived in fear when I was a kid because
Yeah,
I fear for my life.
me too. Yeah.
With guns and knives at my face and things like that. I mean, I know what fear looks like. And one day I got to the point where so overwhelming, something snapped in me and just went
Mm-hmm.
poof. It's like I was in, uh, everything stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped fear because I faced it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I faced it, the bully I had in my face backed up. He backed
Yep.
way up, and he was much bigger than I was. I was 80 pounds, and this guy was
Oh my gosh.
230 pounds, and he backed up.
Yeah.
Just seeing in my eyes and my state of energy inside, I would felt like I was powerful like three men,
Mm-hmm.
only a little guy, because I couldn't take it anymore. It
Right.
just snapped. It's
Mm-hmm.
Enough. Yeah.
in a state of mind. I don't know how to explain it, but it just snapped like
Mm-hmm.
like a twig, poof, and I got into this. It just the fear just went away.
Mm-hmm. And you got to get to that point, though. You got to get to the point where you look at the fear, you
Yeah,
look at the worst thing,
yeah,
and you look at it, and okay, what is it I want? Which is usually the opposite of whatever that fear is,
yeah.
and that's you put your energy in there, and you got to look at that fear and say, no more. Not I'm not doing this anymore.
That's it.
But
Yep.
what surprised the other one because this person was creating fear and enjoying watching the other one in
Yeah.
fear. And that's what his joy, and I took his joy away when I
That's
snapped.
right. That's
Mhm.
huge. That's a huge point. That's absolutely it, Ron.
Yeah,
He wanted to see you frightened.
yeah.
And when you were no longer frightened, he didn't want it anymore.
That's
Well,
right.
he did. But
Yeah.
he's the one that was in fear, and not
Mhm.
me.
Like, uh-oh.
I just turned the tables around. But I
Yeah.
Yes.
mean, I was 80 pounds. I was a little guy. I was a child. I was still a child. And to face that is like facing the giant. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
to me, it was like, wow. But it's not because I had more better than anybody else. It's just I was at the end of the rope and the rope stopped.
Mhm.
Well, and you decided that you were not going to play the victim anymore, that you weren't a victim. That was not your truth.
And
Your
that's
truth was that you were courageous, that
that's
you were
right.
strong, and that you were
But
powerful, even at 80 pounds.
I didn't care if I died or not.
That's right.
Like
Mhm.
it's
That's
not.
right.
It
Yep.
just it didn't care anymore.
Yep.
And that is different energy. And,
Yes, it is. It's
and
powerful.
yeah, it's really powerful. And
Yeah, it is.
Jesus,
Yeah.
uh, I,
Isn't that cool though that you can reach a point where you go, that's not who I am.
yeah,
That's not who I
Mhm.
am. I have to be who I am. And that once that kicks in, there's no turning it back. There's no
Yeah.
having that experience again. You don't
Mhm.
have that experience anymore
Yeah.
because you're no longer accepting that what they are putting on you is real. Because it's
but
not
I
real. That's not who
it's
you
funny.
are.
It's funny in my life. I explained that. Also, I like I'm sharing that with you guys, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't affect me anymore. These things, but I faced another challenge later on where a guy
Mhm.
put a gun in my face, and oh, you know what this is? Oh, I looked at him and looked like that. If I put a hand on that gun, I'm going to put it in your face. And man, what he did, he pulled it on his desk and he put it in the drawer.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I had witness. I had about there was 15 other people watching this stuff going
Mhm.
on. He did that to me, try to get me into that uh, slave mode or whatever fear
Mhm.
mode, so that I can get on my knees. Oh no, 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 no. No, I
Mhm.
didn't do that. And man,
Mhm.
oh man, he just looked at me and he was surprised. And I'm the only one that did it. Because,
Wow. That's
Mhm.
cool.
and he
But
put
those are all decisions you made,
the
and
gun was loaded.
that's where it goes. You have to make the decision,
And
and that's
the gun
that.
was loaded, and I'll tell you a story about that because I heard about it after. I said, "I'm leaving, and I'm not coming back. I want to get out of here. I'm not staying around in this place, and I'm leaving." So I left. Then I heard about this this guy that did that to me one day one guy did grab the gun and put it in his face and took all his money and left with the gun and everything. And when he did that, because he was a dictator, he was a boss, a dictator, that's the way he functioned. And he used to be show off and show a big pile of money and put you in the face. That's what he did. Okay.
Yeah.
But one guy did take the gun, put it in his face, give me all your money, took off with all the money and the gun, and all the people that was working walked out the door and never came back. I heard about it. So that's karma.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I'm going to share the card I have with you. But I just wanted to share if it can help anybody to understand what fear is all about. It can come to that point where it snaps, where you cannot. And besides that when I had that episode in my life, after that, there's the little fear here and there. But I guess it's like I couldn't get really in fear anymore after that. Like I used to. I used to be like a slave to it. Like, oh Jesus, because I was young, because I was bombarded by that all the time. So, and later on, it helped me grow. It helped me get out of there. It helped me. Geez, I am value. I didn't think I was valued, but now I'm valued. I can be creative. I can do this. I can do that because I let go of that friggin' fear. It doesn't stick to me anymore because it has no. He can't seed in me anymore, that fear, because I faced the whole friggin' thing. I faced it's like somebody that's at war in the face of guns, all around. You're just sitting there. You're not in fear anymore because it's different.
It's a different energy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to explain that.
Yes, it's important. It's important to make that decision in the moment.
Yeah. So I picked a life, secret
Mhm.
language of light. So, and I think Kate was talking about that soul, and number 16. It says, "Ask your soul."
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's it. That's the
I
answer.
love it.
right
I love
there.
the heart and this.
Look at the heart. Ask your soul. The connection.
Beautiful card.
Yeah. And so, wise questions create wise answers. Something you have asked for will soon turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant a seed in your quantum field or vibrational reality, where it begins to grow and move towards you. This is how we create and expand consciousness. Asking is the first step in any creation. It only needs to be about 10% of the creative process. But somehow, most of us make it about 90%. If you don't see any evidence our desires are coming into existence, we keep asking. This holds us in a place where the answers can't be heard. What you desire is on its way. You only need to ask it once.
Wow.
It doesn't matter whether this is out loud or in mind, because the universe interprets vibrations, not words.
Right.
And besides that, when you do ask it all the time or the same question all the time, it's because it's the fear energy that's making you ask it all the time, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And even asking over and over again can shift the energy away from the the doubt that's created from asking again can change it. So that was beautiful, Ron, though.
That's
That was
perfect.
lovely.
That was for the collective and anybody that needs it. And we have some lovely people in the chat also. Chris there, it says it has no power or effect on you any longer, Ron. That's right.
That's right.
I know he knows. It's funny. he just said that, and I feel his energy. I know he knows what I'm talking about. He understands my language because
Mhm.
he's been there. You know what I mean? I mean,
Hmm.
people, like-minded people, been there. They
Yep.
know what I'm talking about.
It's so true.
Yeah, and also it's a powerful transition in highlight, in like hindsight,
Hindsight. Yep.
eyesight. Yeah. So these things, we understand each other like that because I didn't go through this drama in my life for nothing. This is why I went through all this stuff,
Yeah.
to be able to share with you guys and help each other.
Hmm.
Because as much as I tried to help, my intention is to help people in the chat or here on the channel, you guys are helping me by your comments and what you're doing because there's an exchange of energy, whether you know it or not. But
Right.
I know it.
Yeah.
But I know
It's
it.
there.
I'm
We can
aware of
feel.
it. I'm
Yep.
aware of it. Okay. It's bigger than I am. So
Hmm.
whatever, put it that way. It's
Yep.
it's beyond. It's universal stuff. So and oh my God, we've been on for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I
Wow.
know. That's great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say good night to everybody. Thank you for sharing, being here, and thank you all my wonderful moderators. And have uh, a good time sharing your love with everybody because it counts. You
Hmm.
know, the more love you share and kindness you share in your life, it counts when you go on transit on the other side
Mhm.
because that counts as a higher vibrations. There are levels on the other side. You by doing that, okay?
Right.
So
Yep. It
yeah,
does.
yeah. And don't
Changes the
forget, you're
universe.
all connected. So
Yep.
and thank
Mhm.
you so much for being here. And I'm gonna say good night. And I said good night, didn't I? I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron. Thank
Okay.
you. Thanks, Valerie.
Thank you.